Hi there everybody, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today, from Falcom news to a lost PSP game now found and in English, to a Breath of Fire 2 thing that will just blow your freaking mind, to some Square news and some Lunar drama. So we're going to be starting off with our top story, the lost PSP game found. Ys vs. Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga, the ultimate Falcom crossover, is coming to consoles and Steam in 2025. New details shared. This originally came out on the PSP, but only in Japan. And around, I want to say like 2010, Falcom was on a roll on the PSP. That's sort of like all the Ys games got redone and put out here. We got the Gag Harvest trilogy, we got Trails in the Sky. The PSP really put Falcom on the map back in the West back then, but this game here didn't ever come out, but now it is. It is coming out for the PS4, the PS5, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC. We don't have a release date yet. It just says in 2025, and the publisher is Refint Games. So they've gone from Exceed to Nisa to Gung Ho to now Refint Games. Never even heard of them. Anyway, this remastered edition of high-speed action crossover blends the exhilarating combat of Ys 7 with the beloved characters and tactical depth of the Trails in the Sky series. They've confirmed that this release will utilize the Geofront translation. That's where I played the game whenever it finally did get translated. It will also feature full voice acting. It says every single scene will feature full voice acting, so that's really cool. The game's roster includes a mix of playable heroes from both the Ys and the Trails in the Sky series, with additional support characters offering invaluable assistance during the intense battles. So this is freaking cool. We got enhanced HD and 4K graphics, 60 frames per second gameplay, the addition of both couch and multiplayer online modes, English voice acting, unlockable content like wallpapers and soundtracks, and extensive PC support. This version aims to deliver a comprehensive experience. I am so happy that this game is finally out in English. I put out a video going over this previously, but Trails in the Sky, the first chapter, will launch this fall worldwide for the PS5, the Switch, and the PC. The main deal here is that number one, it's not coming out for the PS4, and number two, the Western publisher is going to be Gung Ho Online Entertainment, not Nisa. This will have English and Japanese voiceovers, but it will also be localized into English, Japanese, French, and German as far as subtitles are concerned. So yeah, we will be getting a collector's edition here in the West, but only through limited run games. So I should say here in America. However, in Europe, they don't say that they are going to be getting a collector's edition. It just says that Clear River Games will distribute a physical edition for them, whereas Amazon will be distributing the physical edition here in the I keep on wanting to say here in the West, but no, because it's going to Europe and in America. Here in America. So yeah, there we go. Don't Atlus My Ys. Yeah, I'm not exactly happy about this. So Ys 10 just came out on October 25th, I believe, and they're already announcing an upgraded version. Like, it hasn't even been 2 months. Like, give me a freaking break. I know that it came out earlier in Japan, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. It just came out in the West. Give me a break. And now they're doing an upgraded version due out next year in Japan. We don't have a release date. We don't have platforms either for it. It says it's going to feature a new story, new setting, and numerous new elements as a significantly upgraded version of the game. It says right here, in addition to the exhilarating offensive and defensive cross actions between Adal and Karja, Ys 10 Proud Nordics introduces new mana actions along with a vast map of land island and exploration areas. There's also plenty of additional content, including new bosses, mana ride races, and arena battles where formidable foes await. I could kind of understand it, maybe, even though I do think this is bullshit. Like, if it was, because it came out in 2023 in Japan, and then it's going to be 2025, so it's going to be 2 years for Japan, blah, 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 I get it. But, like, if they knew that this was coming, and you know that they did whenever they made the Western release, like, couldn't they make this at least DLC for us in the West? Like, come on. Like, it just came out 2 months ago. Not even 2 months ago. Like, come on. As we saw in the Game Awards, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming to the PC on January the 23rd of next year. It's currently only available for the PS5. So if you don't have a PS5, you probably have a PC, so now you can play it. That is so great for everybody. This is a fantastic, fantastic game. You do not want to miss this, so be sure to take advantage of this. It says that this new version features new features and customizations to take full advantage of the platform, including lighting that has been adjusted and making the overall rendering of light significantly improved, frame rate and resolution. I don't get into all this techno mumbo jumbo because I don't understand it. I'm not very good with computers, so if you know about NVIDIA? DLLS? I don't know. I don't know what any of this means, so, like, it's there. I don't know. And then there's textures, a level of detail for background models and MIP maps. I don't know. For background features can be fully configured in option settings. So, yeah, there's all this different stuff for the PC version right there. It also says that it's going to be planned to be playable on the Steam Deck as well. There's a whole thing about pre-orders and everything else, all that kind of stuff there. So, I mean, if you need to know about the game, I don't know what you're doing here because everybody knows about this game. Like, my God, it's Final Fantasy VII. Fantasia Neo Dimension has a demo now available that allows you to experience the first few hours of the story. It says it's coming out for the PS5, the Xbox, the Switch, and the PC via Steam. However, even though the game is out for the PS4, a demo is not available for the PS4. Don't ask me why. The demo allows players to experience the first few hours of the game, including the multi-dimensional battle mechanics, while beginning to solve the mystery of the strange world and the protagonist Leo's lost memories. Save data from the demo can be carried over into the full game. Do not sleep on Fantasia, y'all. Do not sleep on it. Like, I didn't really know what to expect when I played it. I was like, oh, you know, it's a port of a mobile game. It's Apple Arcade, blah, 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 blah. But I played it, and holy crap, it's so good. It's so freaking good. I was hooked until I beat it. I could not put this down. It was like Metaphor all over again, where I was like, you know, waking up the next day, gotta play. It was so freaking good. Do not sleep on this game. So the other day, just like I came to y'all with news about Ys and the Trails series and everything else, I came to y'all about news about the translation of Tales of Rebirth that's now in English. And I also said about this article right here that Bandai Namco is about to release remastered Tales of games fairly consistently. Hell yeah! So this isn't just going to be like a one-time only thing for Tales of Graces. This is going to be coming out very consistently. This is according to the series producer. It says, speaking today during the Tales of Series 30th Anniversary Project special broadcast, Tomizawa said that while he could not reveal specific release plans, since Tales of Graces F Remastered is still to be released, Bamco intends to provide remastered Tales of Title fairly consistently, and intends to continue I can't talk right now, and intends to continue doing so as much as possible. He also said that a dedicated development line for the remastered project has been established, and the team is seriously working on it. Just like I said in the previous Tales of Rebirth video, more than likely after Graces, we're going to be getting Xillia because the whole Czechoslovakian leak that happened back when, so more than likely that's happened. And if you forgot about that, it was on a Czechoslovakian website saying, hey, here it is, it's remastered. They had a picture of it. The picture only showed Xillia 1. It was not Xillia 1 and 2. It was not a collection. It was just Xillia 1. So more than likely it's going to be Graces, then Xillia 1, then more than likely Xillia 2 because it just makes sense. And then hopefully something that we haven't gotten in the West like Destiny 2. Hopefully. Maybe a Destiny collection. Although if they're not going to do Xillia collection, I don't know why they would do a Destiny collection. They got to piecemeal it, you know how they are. Anyway, this is coming out for the Graces F is coming out for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC on January the 17th. I came to y'all about this the other day too, as far as Nintendo canceling four Idea Factory games and a fifth game, Tokyo Clan Pool, here in the West. They canceled 5 games because of censorship issues, because their censorship changed or whatever. But this is new. Neptunia's Riders vs. Doggos digital pre-orders are open on January the 2nd, but the Switch version's swimsuit costume set DLC has been canceled. However, the DLC swimsuit costumes will still be there for the PlayStation consoles as planned. So yeah, the game is coming out for the PS4, PS5, Switch on January the 28th. So if you want it, but like, it just says, you know, okay, so it says that the reason why the swimsuit costume set won't be coming out on the Switch is due to the contents of the swimsuit costume set not complying with Nintendo guidelines. Accordingly, the Switch versions of the magazine and deluxe editions have been reduced in price. But again, it will still be coming out for the Sony systems. I don't get this. This doesn't make sense to me. They have... in the original video I did, I said they have a hentai game, but no, they have hundreds of hentai games on the Nintendo eShop, but they won't allow a swimsuit DLC? Like, what? Even Tales games and Trails games have swimsuit DLCs. So it's like, this isn't a new thing to have a swimsuit DLC, but all of a sudden Neptunia can't do it? Like, this, and the thing is, here's the other thing, because a lot of people, whenever I first made this video, they're like, I don't care, it's Neptunia, I don't like Neptunia anyway. That doesn't matter. I don't care if you don't like it or not. It's a slippery slope, because what's going to happen is they're going to start canceling these Neptunias, and then what are they going to cancel next? You know, oh, Persona is too risque because of student-teacher relationships, or, you know, what are they going to get rid of next? Oh, you know, we can't have the Trails series because of Stella and Joshua, you know, they're siblings, kind of. Can't have that. So, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, this is crazy. Why is Nintendo doing this? Pennyblood itself still can't find a publisher, but Pennyblood Hellbound is now available. Okay. This is a roguelike game that has left early access after 9 months, and now it is available for PC for $20 with limited time 20% off launch discount. It says that this invites players to unleash chaos in action-packed roguelike battles based upon the world of Pennyblood. Take control of 6 uniquely skilled anarchists, the Hellhounders, as they battle to escape an interdimensional prison controlled by the equally enigmatic Celestial Rainbow Gang. Set against the haunting backdrop of the Roaring Twenties and inspired by real-world history and true crime, players will gather malice, forge alliances, and master bloody combat techniques to grow stronger with every attempt. There is a new area, a new final boss, a new playable character, new weapons, and 2 new dungeon NPCs in the full release right here. Let's hope and pray that Pennyblood can actually find a publisher now. I mean, at least they're doing this and raising some money and trying to raise some hype. Hopefully this puts them on the road to get a publisher. Freedom Wars Remastered is coming out on January the 10th. It says, this is a mass surveillance world and you're just living in it. Fight for your panopticon and your 1 million year sentence for the crime of living, and you may just be forgiven. The HD Remastered features new and improved features from the original PlayStation Vita version, which came out in 2017. Improved visuals, supporting 4K resolution and 60 frames per second, adjusting game balance and increased difficulty, the Deadly Sinner mode option, control customization features, and updates to weapon crafting and more flexible upgrading as well. So if you like this game on the PlayStation Vita and you want to try it again, or you never played it there on the Vita because you didn't have a Vita, now is your time to check it out. Talk about gorgeous! This looks very Okami to me, very Muramash the Demon Blade as well. This is called Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade, launches on April the 24th of next year. Physical editions will only be available in Japan and Asia, not here in the West. I guess you have to use Play Asia if you want to grab it. It does support English as well as many other languages right here, including Chinese, simplified Chinese, French, Italian, German, Spanish, Portuguese, all those. So yeah, physical editions, PS4, PS5, Switch, only in Japan and Asia. So this looks really cool. It says, this weaves a tale filled with laughter and tears, love and vengeance, familiar bonds and friendship, highlighting the intricate relationships between demons and humans. Set in an era where demons and humans once coexisted in harmony, a sudden wave of attacks shatters this fragile balance. Why have the demons turned against humanity? In a chaotic world filled with demons, how will the 3 protagonists restore peace? Shigure, Sarah, and Taki Tora each have their own purposes and missions. However, characters from each chapter may appear in the stories of different protagonists. And then this is the limited edition right here, which of course, we will not be getting here in the West. Very upsetting right there, yeah. Honkai Star Rail Trailblazer Edition launches in January of next year. There's also some sort of wireless controller giveaway underway over on their Twitter. So it says, MiHoYo will release Honkai Star Rail Trailblazer Edition physical disc bundle for the PS5 on January the 15th over in Asia, but January the 30th over in the West. Additional regions will be announced separately. The physical edition is going to include the following: the Honkai Star Rail PS5 physical game disc and case, the Gilded Holographic Character card set, including Firefly, Archeon, Adventurine, Kafka, Blade, Sparkle, Sealy, Jinglu, and Robin. Exclusive PS5 holographic Chibi Trailblazer keychains, exclusive PS5 postcard with an in-game redemption code, and the in-game redemption code includes a whole bunch of other like in-game just items and whatnot, so whatever. So then it talks about this little giveaway that they're doing over on their Twitter. So if you want to enter that for this controller, be sure to do so. Exodus, the Traveler's Creed. Okay, let's see what this game is all about. It doesn't have a release date, I don't think, and it doesn't even have... Oh, it does. Okay, so yeah, we doesn't have a release date right here, but it is coming out for the PS5, Xbox, and PC. I don't know why they normally put the systems up here, but they didn't this time, so whatever. Anyway, this game, it says, it's an epic new science fiction action-adventure RPG. The IP is being developed by Archetype Entertainment, an Austin-based studio established as a division of game developer by Wizards of the Coast. I don't care. Set in a brand new science fiction universe created in collaboration with top science fiction authors, Exodus delivers a next-generation narrative-driven experience that marries cinematic storytelling and broad player agency with modern AAA gameplay. The story is designed to layer action with deep emotional impacts as players face the consequences of time dilation on their choices, creating unpredictable outcomes that affect their loved ones, their legacy, and their entire civilization for generations. As the Traveler, you're humanity's last hope. Your job is to steal alien weapons and technology from the most powerful beings in the universe, the Celestials, who are humanity's greatest enemy. But there's a catch: time dilation. As travelers on interstellar missions, days for you are decades back home. The sacrifices that you make to protect your loved ones create unpredictable consequences that change your world, reshaping the future. Returning home, you confront the consequences of your choices. In Exodus, the outcome of those choices manifests at a massive level, compounding over generations. Demeo Battles is now available for the PS5 as well as PS Virtual Reality 2. This is a competitive turn-based strategy game right here. And it says, welcome to the Arena Champions. Demeo Battles is a competitive player versus player turn-based strategy game from up to 1 to 4 players. Uncover synergies between the cast of mighty champions and battle it out in fierce grid-based action combat. Demeo Battles is a fast-paced, pick-up-and-play tabletop game designed for newcomers and Demeo veterans alike. Oh, this is a thing. I've never heard of Demeo, whatever. Challenge your adversaries across diverse arenas precisely crafted for intense player versus player competition. Duke it out in 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2 tactical matches with full crossplay support between flat-screen PC play and compatible virtual reality headsets. Assemble armies of monstrous minions, choose from a class of heroic champions, and claim victory. Between champions and minions, Demeo Battles offers a wide variety of characters, allowing carefully catered playstyles for all. With 89 possible cards to choose from, the strategic possibilities are nearly endless. We can take a calculated approach or bestow devastating destruction onto your opponents. This is kind of upsetting and kind of dumb because, this game was so freaking good! Vanillaware's Unicorn Overlord has no PC version or DLC or sequel plans, confirms the director. So is this just going to be a one and done? This comes from an interview out of Games Radar. In this interview, they confirmed that they do not have any plans for the PC version at this time. This lines up with the fact that none of Vanillaware's other titles have been seen PC ports. Additionally, he stated that there aren't any plans for a sequel or DLC. However, he is not against the idea of that. While fans have expressed interest in additional content or a sequel, he stated that there are no plans at the moment. However, he is personally open to the idea, and he says, and I quote, "While there are currently no plans for further development of this nature, I definitely wouldn't say no if it were up to me. It would be great if we could make this happen sometime down the line." So hopefully we'll at least get DLC. If not DLC, then a sequel. I personally would love a sequel. I'm not the biggest fan of DLC in general. I would love a sequel though. This game was a smash. Everybody loved it. It was beautiful, and it definitely deserves to start its own IP. Hopefully we do see more of Unicorn Overlord. This right here could be like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. This is called Breath of Fire 2 Awakening, and there's a teaser trailer playing above me right now, and there's some screenshots that I'm going to be scrolling on through right here. As you can see, this is a full-on remake of Breath of Fire 2, kind of done in like an HD2D style, like a blocky, like Minecrafty sort of style or whatever. Like, it is freaking cool. It's so freaking cool. I can't even believe this. So the developer right here, I reached out to him because I was like, dude, this is so freaking cool. And I was talking to him, and apparently he has the entire game done as a remake, but just in like regular 2D, kind of like the SNES game. But he's working on this, and he's going to have a demo out of this version, this kind of like blocky HD2D version in the coming months, and he promised to email me whenever he does, and I can't wait to play it and tell you all about it. So he has this loot system where every single treasure has like 3 different options that you can choose from as far as what you get in the loot. He has a master system that he implemented. Breath of Fire 2 did not have a master system, but he implemented one right there. So that's nice. There's like this card system. It looks like Triple Triad going on right there. Like, this is so cool. Gar and Baileyu and Sunder and stuff. So different characters from like the future of the series right there. Like, this just looks amazing right here. He has environmental effects, just like it. This is so freaking cool. So there is a free completed 2D version of the game at Nightmarish Games. Again, this is Breath of Fire Awakening right there. So this is just like, oh my god, I am dying right here. And I was like, you know, I could go ahead and play the 2D version, but then I reached out to the guy, and he's like, hey, you know, the demo, the upgraded version is going to be available version 5 in just a couple of months. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait until version 5 comes out, because this is so cool. I just want to experience like the real deal thing that he has going on. This is amazing, and I wanted to bring it all to y'all's attention. Lunar drama. Working Design's co-founder responds to Lunar voice actors' comments on ownership of localization. Here we go. Okay, the original story says right here that there was a question of whether or not the remaster was the classic Working Design translation and voice acting. Working Design's co-founder Victor Ireland quickly chimed in, stating that Gung Ho hadn't gotten in touch regarding the use of localization, but added that he was prepared to allow its use in the remasters for a low fee. Since then, Jenny Steigel, a voice actress and singer who worked on both Lunar, Silver Star Story, and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, she was the voice actress for Luna, added her thoughts to the mix, telling Zophar that the rights to the original Working Design's voice work might not be as clear-cut as people believe. She goes on to say, here we go. According to Victor, he owns the rights of all that. I could say a lot about that, but I'm sober, though. Maybe if there's any detectives in here that could truly determine whether or not he actually owns those rights. That's all I'll say. Maybe I'll just put in some heads that does he indeed own those rights? The last thing that I want is trouble. Yikes. In the second part of the interview, which went live recently, the discussion leads to the fact that Working Designs was co-founded by Victor Ireland and Sylvia Schmidt, hinting that perhaps the ownership of its IP is not as clear-cut as people assume. In the live chat, another viewer suggests that Ireland might own the original translation, but not necessarily the voice acting itself. Victor Ireland responded, drama! Okay, whatever Jenny's opinion or motive, there's a legal agreement with text in black and white that specifically excluded the rights to the performances from the sale of the Lunar localization. Game Arts knows this, Gung Ho knows this, and I know this. Those are the only parties that matter. Yikes! As I said in my interview, I'm open to helping Gung Ho get the original performances in the remaster so that the fans can get the remastered versions that they've wanted for decades instead of another Harmony effort. Wow, throwing some shade there as well. Yikes. I don't know what's going on there between the voice actress and Victor, but oh gosh, that's some craziness right there. Okay, so that's it for the news. We got a lot of stuff to cover. The Falcom news, the Square news, the Breath of Fire stuff, the Lunar stuff, lots and lots and lots of stuff going on here. Hope they all enjoyed it, and as always, have a good day.